Hi, I'm Tony. The first place I went to when I started my weight loss journey was the paint store.
I heard you could get thinner there.
Whenever I go to a comedy club and they have one of those psychics, I'm always the one they call up on stage. I'm so bald I believe they think they'll have an easier time reading what's on my mind. Guess who I bumped into on the way to getting my glasses fixed?
Everybody.
Today we're going to show you how to use the air fryer to make two different things. We're going to make lamb chops and we're going to toast almonds.
So let's go!
So look at this. This is $18 worth of lamb chops and I got it for $3.19. And so what I do is I watch the Best By date, and if you go in a day before it and you ask them to mark it down, sometimes they'll do that. And I got lucky this time. So I'm going to cook 2 packages of this. So this is going to be about $30 worth of lamb chops, and I'm going to cook it, and it's only going to have cost me $5. And when I get the deal, I immediately take them home and I go right to the deep freeze, and then I cook them the day I pull them out of the deep freeze. So there's no worry about anything being turned. I actually bought them before they turned, but I got them for a great price. And here those beautiful chops are. I'm going to put them in the air fryer in a minute, and I'm going to put some of the Grill Master's Louisiana seasoning on it. There we go. We'll just kind of give it a nice little, so it's flaked up there. Into the air fryer we go. Crank it up. Get it going. I like to go full blast. And I'm going to go about 25 minutes. You should really watch your seasonings and make sure that they don't have hidden sugars on them.
For the McCormick's Louisiana, the ingredients are garlic, spices, including paprika, red pepper, white pepper, black pepper, celery seeds, sea salt, onion, and extracts of paprika.
So this is perfectly fine for keto. Now let's take a look at the finished product. Perfectly cooked. Look at how delicious that looks. Oh, I can't wait to taste it. There is a delicious lamb chop. It is like a T-bone. So this side would be the tenderloin. This side would be the New York strip. I'm going to take the tenderloin in one bite. Here we go. So tender, so delicious. Lamb chop. My favorite. The great thing about having this cooked in the air fryer is that there's this fat layer right along there, and that gets so crispy. It's so crispy and delicious. I must do this. Perfect texture, perfect flavor. That sizzled fat on the outer layer is crispy and flaky. It's like lamb bacon. So delicious.
This is so good, I worked the bone like a caveman.
Do you want some? You can't have any. It will make you sick. You only eat the dog food. None for you. But you want some. You want some. You may have figured out by now that I'm somewhat of a price hawk. I like a good bargain. And today I was at the grocery store here in town, and I found this big bag of Blue Diamond almonds was only $2. This is normally a $9 bag of almonds, and they had a lot of them. So I bought 2, and they are raw, whole natural almonds. I prefer them salted and toasted, so we are going to use our air fryer to toast them. I like to use the air fryer because it has a timer. I've tried toasting them in the past in the regular oven, and if you leave them for too long, you can ruin them.
So let's go!
All the recipes say to preheat your oven, and that's going to be no exception for the air fryer. So we're going to set the temperature at 350, and I have the tray wrapped with foil. I always like to use foil in the air fryer to keep it clean. Almonds will not throw off much grease or anything, but it's just an easier cleanup, and that's what I like to do. So I'm just going to pop this in here, and we're going to give it about 5 minutes just to get warm, and then we'll pop in the almonds. Okay, we're preheated now, and I'm going to put a little bit of salt on the almonds. I have them toasted and salted. Pop it in. It only takes a few minutes, so I'm going to go less than 10 minutes. And when it dings, it should be done and not be overcooked. Okay, so we're done, and you open it up, you can tell they've been toasted. They're a little bit darker. I wish we had smell-o-vision here. Oh, that's warm, nice and warm. Warm to the touch. Toasted. Well, thank goodness for that timer, because as you can see on the left is the first batch, a little bit lighter in color. I caught it a little bit earlier. The second one, I put it in for a full 10 minutes. It's a little bit darker, but on this one, I got distracted with other things. Then the timer shut it off, and if it had not done it, those would have been ruined, but they're not. They're still very good. So when they first come out, it smells kind of like fresh popcorn cooked a little bit. They're still soft, a little bit of oil when you bite into them. Ooh, hot, 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 hot. But good. This first batch, the crunch comes back to them after they've cooled off. So we're going to let this one cool, and when they're both cooled, we'll put them both back in the bag. But that is how you do it. Alright, so here we are several hours later, and the almonds are all cooled off. They're all back in the bag. Where else can you get a 16-ounce bag of almonds for $2? That's rare. And if you see that, you
better jump on that.
But let's take a sniff. Oh yeah, they actually smell better than if you were to just buy them roasted and salted at the store. When you roast them yourself from raw, they just have that beautiful nutty aroma, almost like coffee. They're good. Let's try one. So when they come out of the air fryer and are first roasted, and they're warm, they're still quite soft. But after a few hours, they get that crunch back. So good. Now is when I ask that if you are new to the channel, if this is the first one of these videos that you've ever watched, I ask that you please subscribe and share the link to your friends. If you are a regular visitor to this channel, I want to say thank you. You are such a good friend. You are so loyal. And with that,
We'll see you next time.